What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on NIO Stock.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And on today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on a price chart and how we get there. Then I will continue with the fundamental news. And I have to say that NIO just dropped a real bombshell in terms of its fundamental news, and this might change a lot in the entire EV industry, at least in China. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this point, and I've told you that this asset is in consolidation phase, and it is in the descending triangle, and this formation, this type of triangles, usually break to the downside. And at this very point, I've told you that we might have the movement either way. And in order to prove the real direction, we have to break the range of resistance. And as you can see, I connected these several tops. And I connected, by the way, somewhere at this point when we had only 2 touches of this range. And we touched it for the 3rd time. And we almost touched it for the 4th time. And the confirmation of the movement to the upside will be the breakout above this range of resistance, then retested from the top at the range of support, and with the conviction of volume, this asset should break its previous swing high, and this will be the confirmation of movement to the upside. On the other hand, the main outcome was still the retest of the lower border of this channel, and for now, we have quite interesting pattern. On the one hand, we broke this range of support that I marked at around $7.20 or $7.22. And with this quite harsh volume, this might be the real breakout. But at the same time, the very next candle returned the price action above this range of support. And we are hovering exactly at this range right now. So, in my technical analysis, I will show you what should we expect next and how we have to react on this price action. But for now, let's continue with the fundamental news. And first of all, let me show you this article that is published just 2 days ago on cnavpass.com, and that is titled China EV Insurance Registrations for Week Ending November 26. NIO registered 3,300 vehicles. And it is on the 5th place, as you can see right here, and I have to say that these results for NIO is not the best one. Let me show you this. As you can see, NIO is in some kind of at least medium-term downtrend, because from 31st week of this year, we have only lower highs and lower lows, and we have to break this pattern in order to confirm the next trend. And definitely a lot of NIO investors are awaiting for the trend to the upside, but let me quote you this. NIO came at 3,300 units last week, down 10.81% from 3,700 units the week before. Between November the 1st and November 26th, a total of 12,700 NIO vehicles were registered for insurance in China. And I have to say that most likely they will not reach, by the end of this month, they will not reach 15,000 vehicles registered and delivered. And this is some kind of threshold in order to stay in line with their plans to increase their production rates. That is why this news is not the best one, but let me show you another news that is a real bombshell. So, tie up with Geely paves way for NIO swap network to serve both private and commercial vehicles. NIO's battery swap system will go from private domain exclusive service to public service and is expected to turn a profit local media said. And let me quote this. NIO today entered into a partnership with Chinese auto giant Geely Holding Group, bringing in a new partner for its battery swap system after Chang'an Automobile. Notably, the partnership with Geely will involve the battery swap network serving both private and commercial vehicles, something not mentioned in NIO's partnership with Chang'an. And this is a very important part for NIO, because they are trying to benefit out the both worlds from passenger cars and from commercial vehicles. And this is a huge step towards the dominance of NIO in this field. So NIO and Geely will engage in an all-around battery swap strategic partnership to create two battery swap standard systems for both private and commercial vehicles, according to NIO's press release. And this is the real bombshell, because NIO is the first company in the world that will create the standard for these swap systems, and not only for the passenger cars, but for commercial vehicles as well. And definitely these two systems will be different because of the size of the vehicles, because of the size of the batteries, and so on and so forth. But if you have this standard for the major manufacturers, major EV manufacturers, this will be a huge step towards the dominance of these two companies. And let me show you how big Geely company is. If you take a look right here, top 10 automakers retail sales in China from January to October 2023, you can see that Geely is on the 4th place with more than 1.1 million sales in China. And if you take a look on China new electric vehicle retail sales from for this year alone, you can see that Geely sold 346.4 thousand vehicles. And this partnership with NIO definitely will improve the fundamentals of both companies. And in the medium and long-term perspective, this leads to much higher share price for these companies. On top of that, it is not the end, guys. Let me show you this. This article was published just several hours ago, and it's titled "JAC could be next member of NIO Battery Swap Alliance," report says. After Chang'an, Geely, JAC may also join NIO's battery swap system, local media said. And this news improves even more the medium and the long-term forecast for NIO. And I have to say that this news should be reflected in the upcoming earnings report and earnings call right after this report that will take place, if I remember it correct, on December the 5th, basically within just 6 days. So, and let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. So guys, first of all, let me remind you that NIO will disclose their earnings report. And as you can see, it will be disclosed on Monday, December the 4th, not December the 5th that I just mentioned. But this date is really important for NIO, because the ending period for this report is a Q3 of this year. And this is the first full quarter for NIO when they switched their lineup from NT 1.0 platform to NT 2.0 platform. And guys, why it is so important? NT 2.0 platform is much more efficient in terms of its gross margin, and we know that the main downside for NIO right now is its gross margin. As you can see, gross margin in the second quarter of 2023 was 1% compared with the 13% in the second quarter of 2022 and 1.5% in the first quarter of 2023. The decrease in gross margin over the second quarter of 2022 was mainly attributed to decreased vehicle margin. And one of the main part of the vehicle that is drastically affecting the gross margin of the vehicle is the lithium, price of lithium and other raw materials, which leads to lower margin for vehicles. And let me show you this. If you type in search bar CHRG, it is the energy and mineral group EV, solar and battery materials, lithium, nickel, copper and cobalt. And as you can see, if you switch to daily time frame, you can see that the price of this ETF drastically moving down. And this means the price of raw materials are also pointing down. And this means in the medium and long-term perspective, a margin will be much higher. And in terms of NIO, it will be a very important step when they will turn their profitability. So for now, the estimation, the earnings per share should be at negative 0.33 $6, and the revenue should be at the level of around $2.653 billion. And if they beat these expectations, definitely it will be a huge step towards the improving of share price of this company. On top of that, the most important part will be their anticipation for the next year and the forecast for the gross margin in particular. So, and what should we expect next? If I switch to hourly time frame, you can see that this asset had quite choppy movements during last two sessions. But 4 hours time frame, let me show you. 4 hours time frame shows us that we have a very long wicks on 2 candles, and these 2 wicks, these 2 candles basically which are very close one to another, shows the undecisive phase for this asset right now. And if you switch to daily time frame, you will also see this type of long wicks candles, but this candle is quite bullish, and that is why we have a lot of mixed signals. If you switch to weekly time frame, we have the latest candle that also has quite long wicks on the both sides, and this means we have to wait for more confirmation if you want to enter your position with the more certainty. But in general, let me remind you, and let's switch to hourly time frame again, that when this asset reached the level of about $8.5 mark, it was the golden pocket range. If I pull the Fibber retracement level from Fibber retracement 2 from the top of this wave, from the top of this movement to the bottom of this movement. And this is the most probable point of trend reversal, and this is the accumulation point for shorts with the price target of negative 0.236 at the price point of $6.73. That is why I still stand on my position that we'll have to have more confirmation on its price action, and when it happens, I will do another update in order to show you what should you do with this asset. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm